Alright, it is time for Arcania Mod Krieg Day 6. So, we have an ideal amount of items that we want to get today. Probably won't actually end up getting them all. I want to go to base game real quick, get a Blazing Tempest, because that is a really fun assault rifle, and I am curious about running a more traditional hellborne build where you just actually shoot people and the dots kind of still heal you, which is nice, but like you really are just doing the damage yourself as Krieg. We can go start Pirate DLC and get a Recycler, which is a fun shield that will be used for a gimmick. And then we can continue to push Pirate DLC to get a Wasp, which is the shield that gives you 2 times pellet count as long as the shield is full. Or it gives you an additional pellet, specifically, not doubled. And then we can also farm Hyperius for his set, because his set is actually pretty neat. We can then potentially move on to Tina DLC and try to get at least the Oppressor from Skeleton Kings. We can maybe look at Dragons if we're capable. And then there are some drops from Hatterax that I would still kind of like, but aren't really necessary for what we're doing right now. So if we have time, we could come all the way back and do those. And then there's a Halloween DLC thing, and then there's a Son of Craw DLC thing as well. So we'll kind of just see how far we get today. We'll start out with that Tempest, and then we'll push Pirate DLC and just see what we can get done. So let's get started. I don't think we need a quest for this farm to work technically. I'm pretty sure that the Pirate Thresher that spawns here just has a chance to spawn here. So we'll hang out and see if we can force him to spawn a couple times. Yeah, because there's a tentacle. So if we see a tentacle, the Thresher is stuck and it will not spawn. If we'd see the Thresher spawned, I guess. I don't know what else to really add to that. Okay. Easy enough. I might have futzed with the drop rates a little bit, just so we can get along. So, does it always come in shock? Yes, right? Well, okay. So, the Tempest. This thing deals increased damage, fire rate, and gets magazine size every time you deal damage, up to 250 stacks. That's just a lot, effectively, is what I'm thinking right now. So we can run this with our hellborne build, probably. Or we could even run it with just like a mouthwash or something. And it'll probably do great. So we just need to build up some stacks with it, get the mag size going, also get Krieg's own mag size working with it to just have all of the ammo at the same time. Yeah, because we're at 250 stacks, we're at max Bloodlust, 370 in mag, just, you know, casually. And that's like a lot of damage. So that's pretty fun. Alright, cool. So we'll just respec a little bit. We could run the Carapace of Hatterax, so this would apply slag to enemies so that I could focus on just playing Dude Gunman. So maybe we just do that. And then I'll just put 2 more points in Elemental Empathy. So, current build idea. We'll see how this does. I don't know if it's a good idea to rely on our shield for our slag potential. But I also don't think this Krieg really needs slag too much. Like, kind of vanilla Krieg barely needs slag. So we'll see how we get along. Also, yeah, this grenade is kind of just sick by itself. It deals tons of damage. It puts out all of the dots ever. Oh, we're surely okay. You just need to remember where my guns are. Yeah, this thing has a lot of damage. This is pretty fun. Oh no, it's Grendel. That grenade did all of the carrying. But this is our farm. Hey. Alright, well, we'll take a couple of them, just to have options. So, this is going to be a shield that's going to be a little hard to use on Krieg, but could also be really fun to use on Krieg. The Recycler. Chance to absorb enemy bullets. Absorbed ammo is transformed into homing rockets that deal explosive damage. And if anyone remembers the last time we played, if you, I don't know, just reload a starlight and stand near it, suddenly, that's kind of a lot of rockets that are actually dealing decent damage to a Crystallisk. So, yeah, this could be a build. Maybe I go ahead and spec into a Bloodbath build, hopefully get rid of some of our minus shield recharge delay. Because that is going to make this horrible to play with. And then we can kind of just see what we can get up to with it. Current plan. Okay, so yeah, we kind of mashed a build together. A lot of Krieg's skill tree does not necessarily make sense or synergize with this build. So we'll just kind of see what it gets up to. Get him. Yeah, on Krieg, this might be a little bit of a doozy to get to work.
Melt in my mouth. You get nothing. Here comes the bad time.
We might be able to get it to work. We'll just have to be a little better about it. Maybe instead of leaning into the shield, I just lean into hugging enemies and just dumping a bunch of these in their mouths. I wonder if that would work better. Our shield maintenance as Krieg is not the best. It kind of works. It's very awkward, but it kind of works.
Come to me, rat sponge.
Yeah, if I get hit twice, that's just, the shield is gone. Okay, so on a character with shield regen, maybe like Axton. On Axton, this would probably be really funny. Run this with quick charge, and then run the Starlight still, and then just like a bunch of other stuff. That would probably still work. I don't know if it's going to work on our character the way that we currently are trying to run things, though. So we might go back to using our Tempest with a more normal Hellborne build again. But that is fun. I do like the idea. If I had put 1 point less in Numb Nerves, I could still put 3 points in STV. And then whenever we swap off of our... Wait, this could be an all-rounder build. Hold on. Okay, so we get Embrace the Pain and Feed the Meat, and then we get Empty the Rage to get down Tree. 3 points in STV. Then whenever we put on our Legendary Sickle, that's still 400% damage, and we can still run that with our Social Psycho as a backup weapon. And then we could just like panic swap over to Sickle Walloper if we really are desperate. Of course, Boomfist is still most of the damage there, but that is still an idea. And then we'll just run Jarvis and everything else for the rest of our encounters. So this saves us from having to do respec so frequently. Okay, so yeah. Just keep a Social Psycho on us. If we want to deal damage with it, just swap these 3 out. Maybe even put on Slagnade. Hey presto, we have a whole different build on. And then we can still run our generic setup over here. We can still run most of our setup over here will still work. And then we just have a ton of damage still. So cool. We just have a more functional build. And it'll probably work with Reaper too, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah. 1 point in solo the kill out of, like, Embrace the Pain, but, like, still, whatever. It is good. Alright, cool. It is pretty nice to be able to rely on a nice little Vladoff nade like this. You don't have to run, like, a fastball or, like, a really high damage Torg. That is satisfying. It is only level 80, though.
It's a red shower for a big fish.
Yeah, we're still basically playing a hellborne Krieg, but it's fun. We're definitely getting a Flame of the Firehawk at OP10 and running it through Bloodshot with the Daze. Maybe a Slag Grenade as well. But I do also want to get a Grog, because of course I want to get a Grog. That, with a lot of these modded guns, could be really, really fun, and could provide a lot of busted damage really easily. Hello, Hurley. That's not a strong enough corrosive dot. Hold on. There we go. Okay, the dot build failed me a little bit. I was kind of hoping it would just infinitely go forever. But there we go. And he dropped Dr. Boom. This thing does 50% grenade damage and it shoots like this. I don't remember if these explode on impact. They should. But it could be fun for proccing Bloodbath, or at least useful for proccing Bloodbath. Yeah, that triggered Bloodbath. Cool. Yeah, I think a point and thrill of the kill would have been a good idea. Our damage and our everything is insane. But health maintenance outside of, like, having a good beefy enemy to dot on is a little lackluster. Can we dot Roscoe? I don't... Oh, we can. Oh. Wait, does that mean we can apply slag to Roscoe? Oh, most certainly. Okay, cool. Too bad you can't really, like, dot Leviathan, though. I think we'll just end up swapping out to our melee equipment for that. Which is totally fine. Oh no, it's the Leviathan. Maybe? Wait for the roar. And... done. Hey, cool. Now we're going to fight Hyperius. We are not fighting Master G. I would well, actually, hold on. Yeah, we can fight Master G. I'll gate crush him. Alright. Probably nothing too good from up top. That could be kind of fun for Bloodbath procs, but we have other options. And then from down here... not much. Okay. Right. Let's go, Hyperius. Alright, so we triggered Bloodbath off of a mob just now. We're in the arena. We've got the full melee setup on. We're still running our normal build. Just kidding, it didn't count as a grenade kill, even though it was a grenade. I don't think it mattered, though. Well... I deserve this. Well, that seems pretty good.
I'm never sorry.
Alright, so from Hyperius, we got an evolution, which, I mean, yay, evolution, just kind of a nice shield to have. And then the Rage of Hyperius. On shield break, releases a double explosive nova, and then killing enemies will cause additional novas to occur. So, I don't remember if the novas require another full shield, or if you just get the novas on a kill guaranteed. So hold on, let's check. Alright, shield is full. Got a kill. 1 nova, 2 novas. Nothing happened. Okay, let's just get a normal kill.
Your face from my fingernails.
Yeah, it appears to just be proccing off of kills specifically, and not off of, like, any further criteria. It also doesn't seem to want to work with melee.
I can't hear you.
Seems to only want to work with, like, grenades or other stuff. Well, it's working off of this. Okay, so the melee gun doesn't trigger them, but melees do, guns do, and grenades do. Maybe it's because the Boom Fist currently isn't classified as a specific set damage type, and it's only classified as, like, skill. So let's swap off of it and just run, like, Smother or something. Okay, so hopefully without blowing ourselves up.
Let me hear those screams.
Okay, it's still not triggering it. Also, what a fun way to perma-stagger enemies.
My flesh is forever.
Maybe it just can't proc on Social Psycho. Interesting. We'll try one more test without the relic on at all. No relic, just shooting the melee gun, as it were. Yeah, it just can't trigger the shield. Okay, well, that's fair. We'll go ahead and farm out Hyperius a little more, though, because he does have multiple pieces of equipment I do want. And then probably get a move on after that. We have the Vengeance of Hyperius. This is a relic that provides Reflect Chance. It also works with, oh, I don't know, the antagonist. Additively. Which also means 100% chance to deflect bullets, and 100% damage reduction on those bullets. Which also means I'm going to use it against dragons. Probably. If I don't just melee them to death. With my gun. Yeah. We also have the Force of Hyperius. I don't remember exactly what this thing does. Oh right, it's a Singularity and a Betty. This could be good on like a 0 or something like that. Maybe if you just ran it with Slag, so that you could guarantee pull enemies together and then debuff them at the same time. That could be really, really nice for him. Okay, and last item is Fury of Hyperius. This is locked to Shock Element, and I believe its effect is simply that it reflects off of enemies guaranteed. Could be really fun on a gauge or something like that. Yeah, that does look like guaranteed reflection to me. That's really, really cool. Maybe with an amp shield on, you could really like take good advantage of that. Yeah, that could be really, really fun. Well, there you go. That's an idea. And the damage is pretty good too. Oh, okay. So apparently Master G's drop is the Starlight, so we don't need to fight him. I'm just gonna crush him real quick though, because we're already here. Get up here. Stay. Alright, gate crushed. Done. Ahab. Cool. Cooldown relic. No. Alright. Pirate DLC. And onwards to Tina DLC. So he's a little healthy. Not too much of a surprise though, honestly. The only unfortunate thing about this is the fact that we just get Skeletars to work with right now. I can't shoot the melees at them. Okay, noted. There we go. Any luck on the Oppressor? No. Okay, so we'll have to farm Immortal Kings, or Skeleton Kings. Oh, we got the Oppressor. Alright, cool. So this thing, killing an enemy with rockets grants rocket ammo regen for a short time. Also, it does like a decent amount of damage. And also homes, which I forgot about somehow. But yay, Bloodbath proc, plus ammo regen, plus homing. This is gonna be fun too. So theoretically, run that with like, I don't know, the Reaper. Run that with the Wasp that I never got from our Pirate DLC, which I should probably go get one. And then run that with Vengeance of Hyperius to keep shield up. That's an idea. That's a really good idea, honestly. Alright. We grabbed a couple of Wasp here. So 1.54 recharge delay is probably the best thing we're gonna get. Okay, so upside downside. Upside, we have an Oppressor that shoots 2 pellets at the same time, and running that with our Bloodbath build means we can stack up a ton of damage really fast and keep ammo regen going. Downside, I'm still spec delusional damage, so if I try to apply slag to anything, I'm going to light myself on fire, we're going to break our shield capacity from full, and then I'm not going to get the extra pellet. So how does this feel? Is this worth it? That's pretty fun already. I'm liking this already. Just blindly shoot roughly in the direction of the mobs. Yeah, I can get behind this low effort lifestyle. It's kind of chill. And Grog Quest. Let's go. So with the Grog... God, my eyes. Okay, maybe we change to a different shield while we're doing drunk stacking. But with the Grog, we can do funny Grog stuff now. Ah, gee whiz, it's a Goldie, the flesh boss. I love this game sometimes. Hi, Smokey. Don't do that. Please let me one-shot you and skip phases. Please let me one-shot you and skip phases. Nope. This is so sad. Oh, I didn't apply slag. That's probably why. If only the immune wasn't there. Nice. Alright, cool. I know it's overkill and I can totally just get rid of the bosses without even needing the drunk effect. But at this point, it's that extra little bit of salt on top. At least we'll be able to deal with Vora. Vora is going to be really chill on this run. There we go. Maybe we do have time to squeeze in one dragon fight. I'll do it melee today, and then we're gonna farm their items tomorrow, so maybe we'll do reflex. Or I could just do the opposite, because I bet the melee is really, really fast for this. We'll see how it goes. So we're using the Bedlam because it is non-element. We're using our Antag with our Hyperia's thing. We need to not get hit. That's very important to the plan. If we get hit, we lose our shield. So hopefully they'll be nice.
I love your blood.
Ooh, an Infinity would have been great for this.
Get out of my head.
Yeah. An Infinity would have been a great idea for this. So we could go through the effort of doing that, or we could just kind of, I don't know, throw on the Walloper, throw on a Boom Fist, fly purple, wallop away. That seems pretty effective too. I'm not really too worried about who we pull down as long as we pull somebody down. Now, here's a boss that we can't actually abuse slag on. But also, here's a boss that has a low health. There we go. So, yeah, we could probably do the antagonist thing. I just would need to get good, effectively. And, yeah, who would have guessed? The melee shooty thing kind of just, still works. I'm gonna go ahead and check for custom loot, and then we will get a move on. Okay, Stinger. Non-element, that feels first. Okay. And then Boosts Benevolence. Adds bonus slag damage to every damage that you deal. This is an interesting one. This, with our hellborne build, would allow us to apply slag while also never having to swap off of anything and always using aggressive stuff, but we would lose the upside of Pyro Pete's propellant, which is just such an upside that that's really hard to want to do. It was probably more likely meant for just gun builds, because I could just, you know, focus on, like, say if I'm doing a Reaper build and I'm using explosive guns, I have built-in slag, I can run a damage nade too, and then I can just use the relic for that. That's probably not a bad way to go about it. So that's probably what we'll end up doing if we decide to use it. Also, there's like 3 other drops that exist here that we'll get tomorrow, and then we'll worry about those then. Alright. So, yeah, that's all we really have time for today. We will go ahead and get the rest of the dragon set at the start of tomorrow. We still want to go to Halloween DLC for the Cremator. We still want to go to Son of Craw DLC for the Sunscreen. A couple other here and there item farms that we want to try out. And then, of course, I might as well just finish out the DLC roster while we're at it. We have the Hammerlock left to do. And then that's pretty much it. So probably we'll be able to do Halloween, Craw, and then Hammerlock in that order tomorrow after our Dragon Farm. And then we'll do OP levels. We'll bump up to OP 10. We'll try out a Hellborne build. We'll try out a Reaper build, a Grenade build, and then just shoot the melee at stuff because that's just super effective. So it feels pretty good. Day 6.